video, I will be showing you how I make my notes, specifically sejarah, because I saw a lot of you asking me how I make my notes and you're confused on how and which points to take, which points not to take. So in this video, I'll be showing you that. I will also be showing you how to make my last minute notes for sejarah. So let's get started with the video. Okay, so for today's video, I will be using the sejarah from 4 textbook because that's the only book that I have. And it will also be better if you take out your own textbook because I don't think so you can see what is inside through this view. And also it's currently raining. Hope you don't mind. I will be showing you how to make proper notes for 2 chapter. Chapter 2 and also chapter 6, which I know a lot of people have trouble memorizing, so we're gonna focus on that too. So pemerintahan dan pentadbiran. Okay, this is what I do first. Basically write the subtopic at the center. This is how I will do it. There's total of 4 tamadun. For every subtopic, it will be at the same position. Tamadun Yunani on the top left, Tamadun Rome on the top right, Tamadun India on the bottom left, and so on. It will be easier for you to memorize and know their position. Yunani. Ooh, this table is shaking. How to take points. I will first read the part. Tamadun Yunani telah mewujudkan blah blah blah. So they already have monarchy, oligarchy, aristocracy, dictator, democracy. So this is the first point already. I take almost every point.
Ooh, sorry, that's shaking. Aristocracy, dictator, in bracket tyranny, back, democracy. It doesn't really matter which way you want to go. Kewujudan pelbagai bentuk pemerintahan ini menunjukkan orang Yunani sentiasa berusaha meningkatkan aspek pemerintahan dan pentadbiran negara kota mereka.
This is also a point. Basically, everything in here is a point. It's just like which one you want to take and which one and how you want to write it down. You can use short form because this is your own notes. No one is going to check or anything. You know the reason why you need to take almost every point? Because in paper 1, they will ask you these little bits, you know, that you never thought of reading or you never thought it will come out. You just read on the big parts. Just little points like this, you always miss out. So we don't want to miss out any points at all. So we must write down all the points. P and P. Your own notes, this is how I will write it. Pemerintahan dan pentadbiran P and P. Negara kota, mereka. Okay, even small boxes, sudut maklumah at the side is very important, especially for your for your paper 1. This is how I do it. An explanation for this point, I will use different color. Look, pemerintahan oleh beberapa orang konsul is oligarchy. Okay. They were saying how mereka memiliki kuasa yang besar and this is called aristocracy. From here, we don't want to make extra notes, so we just underline this.
Memiliki kuasa yang kuat, aristokrasi. Muncul golongan menuntut hak.
You just shorten it, but then in your essay, this is actually for you to understand. You just need to know, okay, the rakyat tidak puas hati. Muncul golongan menuntut hak. But then in your essay, you can write it in the long form way based on your understanding.
Berkuasa mutlak. Okay, another point. Kuasa tidak. The focusing. Kuasa tidak terhad.
Over here, tyranny. Pemerintahan yang zalim. Pemerintahan zalim. You know why we need to write little points like this? Because for essay, you can say like pemerintahan tyranny oleh dictator, 1 mark. Then pemerintahan tyranny ialah pemerintahan yang zalim. Maybe you get another mark. You see from here, you already can get like 3 marks because pemerintahan tyranny oleh dictator, 1 mark. Pemerintahan tyranny ialah pemerintahan yang zalim. Dictator berkuasa mutlak dan mempunyai kuasa tidak terhad. Maybe you can get 2 from here as well. Just little things like this matters. System democracy. They have Dewan Perhimpunan, blah blah blah. This one you read it on your own. Let me show you how I will do this. Democracy, they have 2. Majlis Dewan Perhimpunan.
6 bulan hingga 1 tahun. Sebanyak 3 kali 1 bulan. Highlight.
Segala keputusan Dewan dikendalikan oleh majlis. Kan? Keputusan. So yeah, this is my notes when I wrote during Form 5, and this is today. I've changed my mind. I don't think so I'll be showing you how to do notes for Bani Abbasiyah because it's basically just the same. It's just the same. Just take every point and then look at the pseudo maklumah, make it short and simple. Let's move on to the last minute notes because it's gonna be SPM real soon, guys. I am gonna show you how I make last minute notes for Sumbangan Tamadun Mesopotamia. We'll just use like a small size paper because we're not gonna write like in detail. Okay, we're not writing it in detail. Very simple. Quote Undang-Undang Hammurabi. That is already 1 point. And then you can just write like short notes or something. Dipahat pada tembok. So kewujudan sistem tulisan which leads to epic Gilgamesh.
Kewujudan sistem tulisan. You can write in bracket epic Gilgamesh.
Penciptaan roda, 1 point. Alat pengangkutan, perkenalkan cara membuat batu bata. Okay, this is the nicer version. So, yep, this is how you do your last minute notes. It's way simplified. This is really my last minute notes. Names. Remember how I told you in my study tips video? They have names that you need to memorize very last minutely. Let me show you how I do it. Okay, let's just take Zaman Renaissance. Zaman Renaissance. I don't know how to pronounce. For this part, we are only focusing on the names. Bapa Humanism ialah Francesco Petrarch. Tokoh Renaissance lain, Niccolo Machiavelli, Giovanni Boccaccio. There you have it, your first name.
Giovanni Boccaccio.
Alright, there you have it. Names, no names. Next page. Do we have names? Do we have names? Okay, if you turn to page 220, right? They have this Toko Zaman Renaissance. All the names, just jot it down. Keluarga Medici di Florence. That is also 1 point for your names. Keluarga Medici, Florence. Mesin cetak ciptaan Johann Gutenberg. Another name. So Johann Gutenberg, pencipta printer. For me, right, it is never too late. I did this notes, okay, this was mine last year. I did this in October. I think 2nd week of October, literally freaking last minute. I did all the names. I was like, oh shit, I can't remember the names. Form 5. Faktor pembentukan Persekutuan Tanah Melayu. Bekas pegawai British, pegawai tinggi British. You see, you have different category of pegawai British. So that is why I did this. Tokoh penggerak Persekutuan Tanah Melayu, you have your Sultan category, you have your Tokoh category, everything is different, just differentiate them. As for Sabah and Sarawak, you have Sir Duncan Stewart, it's Governor Baru, and then it's Ditikam. Rosli Dobi, Tikam, who is this? Sir Duncan Stewart, and it's an anggota Rukun 13. As for Bab 6, you have the Cadangan, who cadang everything, Sir Malcolm MacDonald, Dato' On Jaafar. Oh, and as for from 4 chapter 6, you can't have all the Islam name. Mathematics and astronomy, you had Al-Khawarizmi, Al-Batani. You see, all this name that you never thought you need to memorize, you actually need to memorize, guys. It's very important. Even if you can't memorize all, right, just 1 or 2 at least. Paper 1, they will just throw in 2 names for you. Okay, not only you can do it for names, you can also do like Candi Borobudur, Angkor Wat. So that is the end of the video. I've showed you how I make my Sejarah notes. If you have any other study related video or you want me to make a how I make my accounts notes, science notes, maths notes, or how I focus on a certain topic in accounts, maths, or something, anything related to studies, all you gotta do is just subscribe to my channel, comment down below what videos you want. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, I've created a playlist mainly for study videos, and if you haven't checked out the last 2 study videos, make sure you check them out. The playlist will be down in the description box. And yeah, I guess that's all. That's all for today's video. Bye!